All right, welcome to another edition of the Breakdown in the Attic. This game that we have is from the Euless Major, and it is Proton versus Rufex. Now, I was at the Euless Major, but I didn't get to see this game, so I'm seeing it for the first time. A big congratulations to our MR1 winner, the May 1st drawing. And for the next month, we have this Axe Fury OGKP, and I also have an Axe Fury Raditch that the winner could possibly pick. One of those two, whichever they want. And again, that's for members only. If you need to know how to get to that members page, just hit me up in an email or messenger and I'll send you the link. But let's get straight to the breakdown, and here we go.
Winners final, Rufex, all black. Can't even see him out there. Alright, Rufex in the winners final will be playing Proton in the red Dan Smith colors. Fans that were here for the semifinals have left because Rizmano's not playing. Alright, we made it to the winners bracket final of the Texas Legends 2025. It's 12:35 a.m. on the 27th of April. And Kirkwood batting against Kyle Center.
A walk's never a way to start off a game for the defense. Roxby continues to impress.
Dickens, runner for the pitcher, scores 1-0. RV, what the hell was that? That was a messed up ball. I've never seen a ball do that.
Jeez. Look at this thing knuckle. To the right. Back to the left. Kudos to the outfielder for making that catch.
Nice catch on that knuckling Harvey shot. I don't know if I got it all on video, but that thing danced.
That is so deceptive. Watch his feet on this sequence. All right, so hits the foul. And then by the look of his feet here, both of them are turned. So as a catcher, as a pitcher, as a fielder, I mean, he's even opened up a little bit. You're thinking he's going to the pull side. Plus, he just hit a foul over there. 3-4 is not as big as it looks because that second baseman is pretty deep. It's actually a pretty hard hole to hit, especially if you get a jump. And the thing about the fielders, if you play deep on like second base, you can start leaning. The longer the ball gets to the batter, right? The deeper it gets on the batter, you can tell that he's going to push it. So as the batter is not swinging, you can start leaning to that side. But he hides this so well.
Proton, straight play rebel, major team in the red, scored 5 on 1 to start the game. Carlos Miller hits it out for Rufex, so it's 5-1, bottom of the first.
And then a leadoff solo over here. Not a great way to start offensively.
Fry hits the second.
Beautiful swing. So good at hiding where they're going.
Ryan hits it out. He's from Dallas. He wants to see conference come here twice a year.
Another just a beautiful shot.
That's Honeycutt in the right, Erickson in.
Let's watch this swing. But let's kind of see how he preps. Defense is playing 3 on the strong side here. So you know you only got to beat the second baseman in the 3-4 hole. His back foot is middle of the plate. He's not showing anything. He's a even distance. See if we can pitch coming in. Hands stay low. He's stacked here. Knee inside a foot. Oh man, this ball is about to him and I still can't tell where he's gonna go. That's so good. Oh man. Watch him this year. He's gonna have a really good year. Now, a lot of these guys, these are different swings than like you saw at the last tournament in Florida. There's big fields in Florida. These are small fields. The ball is flying. It's at night. So you notice a lot more middle backside as they're trying to keep the ball in.
Score one. PW's coughing here. Fry hits the first pitch. Dickens with a nice play it short for the out.
Good night.
I don't know if I turned the camera in time. Murray hits it out.
Murray, not a good swing. Solo in this game, but see if it comes back to bite him. Man, some of these throws have been way off so far. 2-runner.
2-run homer, 8-5 Proton.
Roxby again, putting it perfectly in the gap. Roxby's like my #1 hitter right now. Out of these videos, these games that I've watched, Roxby has just been lights out. 2-run home run. I think it's kind of a bailout swing. Wow, it doesn't get any closer than that. Chad's gotten really good too. Another 2-runner. Right now they're okay with 2 runners. Okay, now let's take a peek. So let's look at Story here, and if he's any different, if his feet look any different from the last time that he went 3-4 hole. Doesn't look any different to me. Feet slightly opened up to the pull side, even the back foot. That's a tough one. Now, I mean, glove side of pitcher is going to be open, but I can't really see what the left side of the field do. The pitcher should take one, half step towards that side. The 5-man Heron looks like he's playing pretty strong on the pull side here. Wow, just a laser right to him, but what can you do?
Laser to Logan Rogers, who makes the catch. Deserve doubles to the gap. First, Aaron Fry at second, Jeremy Fry in the middle. Shortstop Logan Rogers, third base Austin Daw. Catching DH.
Probably going for another 2-runner there.
Left to right in the outfield for Rufex. Aminos, Bennett, and Arliss Miller. 2-run shot by Proton. 10-run inning. They're up 15-5. They've done it on 6 out of 16 homers.
See, the reason I don't like just these two runners is you're going to get 16 in this major game, 16 home runs. So if you just keep hitting two runners, I mean, you're talking about 32 runs there total. Some of these games are going to 40 or more. Good hustle, but
Through 2 innings, Proton has 17 runs on 7 homers. Logan Rogers going to lead off the bottom of the second.
now Rufex did just play a game versus Resmondo before this. Can he make the throw? That's why he's my MVP.
Championship caliber play up the middle. Probably the best of the tournament so far.
Let's look at it again. Show Heron some love.
Chasing 12.
All right. After contact, he got a jump. Hit the pitcher fills in this hole on the weak side. Now, if you're gonna get beat to a hole as an infielder, you generally want it to be the one that is making you run towards first base. So make your biggest hole your easiest throw. Now, this is an outfielder's perspective, but you want to show the hole that if he makes this play going to this side of his body, not a chance he's throwing the guy out. So that's the mindset I think here when you're showing a batter where you want to hit him. That was a perfect hole as far as the batter goes, but because he's headed towards first, still has a chance. So good.
Championship caliber play up the middle. Probably the best of the tournament so far. Miller's doubles. Triples. Acevedo playing right field this game because I screwed that up earlier.
Oh, I do not think he's swinging at this pitch. Right off the bat, you got a guy on third. The defense is pretty evenly spread. I think Heron's playing on the push side here, but you notice the pitcher is not going to move that much. Pitchers don't like to fill in the hole on a righty batter into their glove side. Usually the pitcher will just kind of stay put. They might cover like a half a step there, but it's glove side, so you got to think that arm's length kind of covers that hole too.
That's too high.
Yeah, he kind of got leaning on that.
Base hit by Fry, scores a run.
What a great swing from Irvine. They stacked him on the strong side. And then 3-run home run.
3-run shot, 17-9.
That's how you're going to make them back. Great shot.
And right hits it out, 17-11.
These games in Euless are always just some of the best games of the year, honestly. The base hits that happen at these fields. I mean, look at that. It's so beautiful. That's a pitcher, too. Okay, when we're talking about pulling a ball and you want to get out on your front leg a little bit, it wants to be bent. Now he is coming from up top, hacking down at it, aiming right about here, and hoping that he has some outside in spin on his ball, and it's just going to tail down before it gets foul. So he's catching the ball way out in front and high, and kind of tomahawking it down. Jesus, just beautiful. Hustles out of the box, make sure he gets 2.
Proton playing without Brandon Streets.
And then the opposite side of it there, just sitting back and getting deep.
Oh no, the runner for the pitcher from McClanahan got a turf monster and fell down, but he's still safe. McClanahan's hair was flying everywhere on that trip. He tried to score. Logan Rogers hits it out. 17-15 Proton, bottom of 2. Proton's hit 7 homers. Rufex 6. So he put up a double-digit inning here in the bottom of the second. And Acevedo makes the catch.
Roxby, you're an assassin. Yeah, I think Ant's a little bit too good of a hitter to, with no outs, hitting a 2-run home run. Just my opinion. Honeycutt has to work a lot harder than Chad working hard. Harvey is whacking at this game. All right. So I gotta apologize. I gotta show Harvey some love on this one because I was so hard on him on the last video I did. He had, like, he said his worst game in years, and that was the one that I reviewed and got onto him. But out of the swings that I saw from this weekend, and I want to say Harvey batted dang near almost 800. And yes, he had some home runs, but played the game too. So good teammate, way to bounce back and find your swing, Harvey. Story again. You can't tell where he's going.
Laser off the glove of Rogers.
Bud, that was dirty. I gotta watch it again. I'm gonna try to pause it how deep he hits this ball. Not a lot of weight on your front leg. He caught the ball right about here, almost even with the plate. Most of these guys are catching the ball almost at the top of the box after you lunge and step. He didn't really show, kept his back quiet, slightly leans away from it to give you some extension going to the backside, and just hits a beautiful shot down that line. And then going for the 3-run home run. Great swing. Proton is just executing these base hits. I mean, yeah, some 2-run home runs and whatnot, but that's like 4 or 5 base hits in a row.
Dance for me, baby, on that shot up the middle. I could start something. We'll see.
And another double.
Heron with the base hit. Connor Murray's going to score from second. Dickens running hard from first, scores, and another big inning here for Proton. Austin Daw is going to come in at pitcher. McClanahan going in at third, Daw to pitcher.
A shout out to Danny Hacker, the Straight Play sponsor. Okay, let's break that down. Ant going to work that time. Okay, so I'm going to freeze it on Ant here. He's way off, and most of the time, when you're way off, you're going to be pushing. So Ant is being deceptive in the fact that he is showing push here. Now, the defense isn't really biting on it too much. They're still playing him pull. The 5-man's here. But he's trying to catch some people leaning. and then he's going to have fast hands, like not show. So he's going to have like a late leg lift, right? Because if he lifts his leg as soon as a pitcher lets it go, you know he's pulling it. But he's going to have a late leg lift or a small leg lift, and then just wrap those hands around and trying to get this 5-man leaning. And if he can get him leaning, then that's the hole that he's going for. So he's just trying to poke it in there. So let's watch it without me talking. See, such a quiet front leg. Like he was maybe going to push it.
Nice hit by Honeycutt going the opposite way. Going to score Acevedo. 27-15 Proton, 9-6 on homers. Chad Erickson at the plate. First pitch strike, infielders come off the lines. Bouncer left side, picked by McClanahan. He goes across for the out.
Good inning. Such a good play by Dickens.
Great play, throw, and pick. Dickens at short.
That was inside corner. He's going to go inside to him again. Yep. Now, let's watch how low he lets this ball get. See that approach? He's not catching it right now because that's guaranteed going to be a home run. He's letting it sink. He's staying level with it, and his bat path is driving it exactly where he wants to drive it, but it's catching it here and keeping your body level. Two-run homer.
Drive homer. Proton with 28 runs on 9 homers. Rufex 17 runs on 7 homers. Land break, base hit.
It's a good pitch. Look at Harvey playing the game. My guy, 3-4 hole, good shot.
Top of 4, 28-17. Proton. Return goes back.
They're just eating up that 3-4.
Great job of hitting here against Rufex. Already knocked out PKC. Dawes on the pitch. And the bases are loaded. Alright, last pitch to Dickens. Bases loaded.
Ooh. I don't know about that. Let's see that again.
Last pitch to Dickens. Bases loaded.
I don't know, chat. The rule is 3 feet from release. It's got to go up and down 3 feet.
Last pitch to Dickens. Bases loaded.
I mean, where his hands at? That went up 3 feet. You can't tell me that's not 3 feet from where his hand's at. And then back down 3 feet, landed great. What's wrong with that? Woo, buddy.
Pitch to Connor Murray. Bases loaded. Base hit. Almost hit the runner. RBI single.
Good swing, Connor.
Kirkwood's an on-base machine this weekend.
Yeah, they are feeling it. The base hits for Proton and all these major teams.
With PKC, I believe. All right, the new third baseman's the lefty, Joey Miller from Ohio, and the new pitcher is Ryan McClanahan from California. Proton's up 32-17. Aaron walks to load the bases.
The ability to walk. They've been working for you, Rocks. He's got a lot of swings in his bag. That's why I was a little bit hard on him earlier for doing a 2-run home run with no outs. Like, you got the swings, dude. Watch Harvey play the game again. Oh, he tried. He hits it so hard.
Missouri 2-run home. Proton scored 5 in the top of the first, 12 in the second, 11 in the third, 13 more here in the fourth. They lead at 41-17, so they're going to be pushing the run rolls from here on. Murray, they had him played in the gap. Ninos was way over in left center, makes the catch.
Sometimes they got to cheat like that. Outfielders are going to just pick a gap sometimes and maybe give them the line.
Aaron, 2-run homer. 2 homers.
So, as far as an outfielder goes, let's hold that up real quick. As far as an outfielder goes, when there's a shift and the center fielder plays on one side or the other, and you have to decide, do I come off the line and go with him? And you're gonna have one big gap, so you have to pick it, and then the pitcher needs to know if they're going to that big gap that it should be a pitch that makes them go generally over an infielder or over that 5-man, depending on what gap it is. Now, if these guys have been just eating you up on the middle gaps, going through middle, going through the pitcher, going through stuff like that, an outfielder can play in the gap. You can leave the line huge, but what that does is it makes the batter choose. Am I going to pull it really hard? Am I going to push it really hard? And it might change their approach enough that you get a rollover or miss hit. I don't know if Rocks was trying to go down the line there, but
44-17 Proton, 14-7
and
on homers.
And that's a good example of, like, they had a lot of 2-run homers, but then once they started to feel it and they got into their groove, then you can base hit it. So it's not always a bad thing. It can come back to bite you, but they got up to 44 with their home runs, and I still think they have more.
To extend the game, hand lines out, 2 lineouts to start the inning.
But now they're looking to cut. So
bottom of the 4th.
Such a good swing.
With the double.
They're still playing pull side.
Is earned for the game. That is it. 44-17.
Wow. So this is the winner's bracket final. So they go on to the championship. Let's look. Kirkwood, 6 for 6. Heron, 5 for 6. Ant batted 1,000. Harvey, 800. 3 home runs. Look at that team average. 793. Irvine batted 1,000. That was a good game for Irvine. But they only had 3 plate appearances to their 6 and 5. This happens a lot in some of these major games. If you can have a couple good innings, and you see, like, in that 4th inning, they just decided, hey, if we can push the run rule, we're just going to use all of our home runs now. Hopefully we get that run rule. Now, if Roof X beat that run rule, then the rest of the game would have been a lot more interesting, being out of, they only had 2 home runs left. So it's just kind of a game of numbers and statistics, and, like, let's see if we can push it, because then it puts Roof X in a bad spot of I can't make an out, but if I hit a solo, then it makes all those 2-run home runs not look so bad because they had to use solos to catch up to them. So, hey, let me know in the comments if you have some suggestions. I'm trying to be informative and entertaining in these. Let me know if it's helping. Let me know if there's some stuff that you want me to mention or talk about, if you want me to talk about some of the people more. or anything. You know, I've played with a lot of these guys, so I have a little bit of insight. But I'm doing my best to just kind of say what I know. So we got a lot of other games coming up. I got a Chick-fil-A game. I actually did some of these games. I was the DW. I was filming it, so you'll hear my voice on a couple of them, and it's a lot harder than you think. So please go to this USSSA Live, this YouTube channel, and subscribe to it because DW deserves it. What he is doing for softball is huge. He's putting in a lot of work. So show him some love. Subscribe if you like these videos. So until next time, golly, peace.